Hello, we are Group 5, and in this presentation we are going over the financial analytics for the PolarPro pitch on the TV show Shark Tank. PolarPro was founded by solo entrepreneur, skier, and photographer Jeff Overall when he discovered his GoPro ski footage was overexposed and realized the need for polarizing lenses and accessories for his GoPro. Originally starting out with just GoPro lenses, PolarPro today has evolved into designing, manufacturing, and selling a wide variety of photography accessories for GoPros, phones, action cameras, and drones.
So for motivations for seeking investment, overall they asked for a $500,000 investment for 10% of the company. Consumer electronics and accessories profit margins get crushed fast because of the competition in the market, and the company must get a lot bigger, a lot faster in order to compete. And their primary motivation for seeking investment is to scale up business quick and to continue to develop new products to offer to consumers. And they currently spend over $1 million on research and development. For the worth of business and financial indicators, they are worth $5 million, and their current profit margins range from 75% to 300%. 2011, their first year, they had $8,000 in total sales. In 2014, they had $2.8 million in total sales, and in 2015, they projected $5.6 million in total sales and a profit from $5.6 million to $300,000. And sharks believe that profits don't add up. Large margins should be making $1 million or more, and the use of large portion profits over $1 million to reinvest in R&D to make innovative accessories are not in the market yet.
So for the financial indicators, PolarPro had 31 stock keeping units in the market at the time of the episode. Their best-selling item was the camera filter for drones. It comes in a 3-pack for $69.99 and a 6-pack for $149.99. The landed cost of these is about $12 per filter. The Sharks thought his asking price and percentage of the company was reasonable. Mark offered $500,000 for 10% straight up. Draymond offered $1 million for 17.5%. Lori also offered $500,000 at 10%, and Robert offered to add to Mark or Lori's deal of an additional $500,000 for another 10% of the company. For the projected future sales of PolarPro, since the drone market is growing very rapidly, PolarPro itself is expected to grow as well. Right now, PolarPro is the biggest third-party aftermarket for drone companies, and at the time of the episode, PolarPro's products were sold in around 1,200 stores, mainly small surf stores. Overall, PolarPro wants their products to be sold in larger retailers such as like Best Buy, REI, and Sports Authority. If they can sell through these retailers, the overall projected total sales would be around 40 million to 50 million.
For the break-even analysis for the company, we calculated the break-even point based on the number of camera filters for drones that need to be sold because Jeff doesn't mention the details of any other product. So given a profit margin of 75% and a projected revenue of $5.6 million, we calculated the total cost and theoretical profit. We know that the company makes a profit of $300,000 a year, so we estimated the total fixed cost to be $2.5 million, including R&D, and the variable cost for the camera filters to be around $12. Each filter sells for about $25, so we calculated that 192,307 filters need to be sold to break even.
Some financial information that would help us make a proper assessment of the company would be total fixed costs, like the cost of advertisement, rent, legal fees, some variable costs, like the cost of labor, and then the sales of the other products, along with the cost and price of the other products.
If the Sharks were to take their original offer of $500,000 for 10% of the company, and assuming that at the end of the fiscal year the company pays 100% net profit as dividend, then it will take about 16 years and 7 months for the investors to break even.
Is PolarPro a good investment? Yeah, PolarPro on paper is a really good investment. It's got zero debt, it's growing exponentially, it's the largest third-party aftermarket drone company, which especially because the drone industry is growing rapidly, this can be because of social media and other digital media platforms. It has got 1,200 locations and planning to partner with large retail stores like Best Buy, which is going to boost the sales dramatically. And the overall project total sales are approximately $40 to $50 million. They've got 8 patents, and with investment, the company is able to expand and take advantage of large economies of scale, which lowers variable costs. They currently use constant innovation to remain competitive.
Do we agree with the deal? No, he gave up more than he originally intended to. Lori Mark offered him what he was asking for, which is $500,000 for 10% of the company. Then Robert offered to make him a deal with Lori or Mark, $500,000 and 10% each, for a total of $1 million and 20% of the company. Damon offered him $1 million for 17.5%. He ended up taking Robert and Mark's offer for $1 million for 20% of the company. While he should have done either, he went in there with, or done Damon's offer because he would have given up less of his company. In summary, he gave up too much of his company than he originally wanted to.